Hi friends, I'm back. My name is Jessica for those that don't know, and this is my 6-month-old baby. Her name is Mia Alejandra. She just had her 6-month shots yesterday, so she's not feeling all that great, and we're both having crazy hair, don't care type of day. But anyway, for today's video, I want to talk about breastfeeding. This is my personal thoughts on it. This is what I honestly really think about breastfeeding. And this video might not be everybody's experience. This is my personal opinion, my thoughts, and my experience. The first thing is the commitment. Breastfeeding is honestly the biggest commitment next to, I don't know, my marriage to my husband. Breastfeeding is not for everybody. If you're breastfeeding, you need to be committed 100% because it is so easy to just give up and be like, no, formula, it's too much. And it's not even about maybe the latch or the supply or anything. It's just a commitment. Babies love breastfeeding. If they're breastfeeding, if they're latching properly and all that situation, your supply is good, they do it for comfort. Mia never liked or never wanted to take a pacifier ever. I'm her pacifier. I'm her walking, living pacifier. So she wants to just latch on when she's sleeping, when she's eating, when she's crying, when she needs comfort, when she's happy, when she's sad. She wants to latch 24/7, and it's gotten a little better now. But honestly, I see other babies and I see them with their pacifiers, and I'm just like, wow, Mia. And here she is, like, just, I don't know, laughing, but just latched on because literally I'm her walking pacifier. It's a big commitment. At the beginning, when I gave birth to her, obviously, I really had no problem with the latch or the milk supply. Thank God, that was never an issue. But it's very overwhelming when you just had a baby. One, two, I'm having like one of her socks, guys. I'm sorry, mom life. Anyway, so you just became a mom. Two, your body is like torn up, literally torn up. You're recovering. Your hormones are all over the place. Like, you're not feeling yourself yet. You have to care for this little baby, and they depend on you 24/7 for the rest of their lives, or at least most of their lives. And then on top of that, you have to breastfeed a baby. And then on top of that, all they want to do is latch on and be on you 24/7. Guys, it is the most overwhelming feeling in the world. You just feel like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it in words, but it's just the biggest commitment. And in those days, many times I was like, you know what? Girl, formula, because I can't. Like, and her dad wanted to help out. He wanted to be super supportive, but it was sometimes it was just impossible. All she wanted was to latch on. And well, that's part of the second segment. That was number one. So number two is pumping. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to stay home with my baby. But when I came home from the hospital, I had a pump, I have my baby, and I'm home. After maybe a week or so, my husband, or 3 weeks, my husband goes back to work. Iha, come here. I'm sorry guys. My husband goes back to work. And then when he goes back to work, I'm home alone with the baby. We moved out of a state where all our family and friends are. So literally I'm alone all day, every day. And then, I have to feed a newborn every 2 to 3 hours. And then on top of that, you have to pump in between feeds. You literally have no life other than nursing and pumping. And guys, that is super hard. Those working moms that pump and then get home and then feed their babies and then pump more and then work, and just, you guys are superheroes. I don't know how you. When I came into this whole motherhood baby pumping thing, I thought, I got it together. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do what I need to do. No, I pumped for like a month, I think. And it was the most frustrating situation because I was not pumping like big amounts of milk, or, and in that moment, you really don't know that your baby doesn't need like, 5 ounces of milk. She just needs, their stomach is little, so they need little amounts. But you're pumping for literally like 30 minutes and you get half an ounce. That was super frustrating for me. and overwhelming. And then now in my mind, when she's nursing, she's not getting enough milk, and then you just become crazy. So I pumped for like a month or so, and then I was like, you know what? I really don't need to pump. Why? I'm home all day, thank God. I know not every mom is able to stay home with their baby, but I'm able to stay home. Why do I need to have like this huge amount of milk stored up, frozen in the freezer? I don't really need it. She has me literally her walking pacifier, her walking milk dispenser. But that's how we do it, because I could not deal with the fact that I wasn't producing enough to store, stressing about whether she was getting enough like milk when she was nursing. It was just too much. So you know what? I said, I can't. I don't want to give up on breastfeeding. And wait, mi amor. Okay. I don't want to give up on breastfeeding, and if that's what it takes, me giving up pumping, then I'd rather give up pumping. She's still getting the milk and the supply that she needs, so I'm fine with that. My third point is the pressure of society with breastfeeding. Guys, breastfeeding is one of the hardest things that I've done in my entire life. Literally one of the hardest things. And I don't mean because of the supply, because of the milk, or because it's not one thing, it's everything. It's the commitment, the supply that you think you don't have, the fact that some days you were literally with a baby latched onto you 24/7, around the clock, nonstop. That is very overwhelming, very hard. Sometimes you can't get a break, even if your husband, your spouse, your girlfriend, whoever wants to give you a break and be like, you know, I'll take the baby, go to sleep for 2 hours. No, you can't, because your baby needs to latch onto you. And that's the only reason. that's the only way she'll be fine. So guys, breastfeeding is so hard. It is hard emotionally. It is hard physically. It is super hard. And I can't stand, I can't stand when I hear a phrase, breast is best. I understand the benefits, and now after researching, I understand the benefits of breastfeeding and what that does to my baby, and I'm very grateful and thankful that I'm able to breastfeed her, and I was able to do it. But guys, this is not for everybody. When she was younger, one day I was giving her a bottle of formula. I don't even remember. She was probably 2 months or something. I give her a bottle of formula every once in a while. And I do not feel bad about myself or my baby or my situation. No, like I'm still a badass mother, and that's it. But anyway, one day I was giving her bottle, and I was FaceTiming somebody, I don't know, from my family. And they saw that it was a bottle, and they're like, why are you giving her a bottle? Oh my God, why are you giving her a bottle? And in my mind, I'm there after I've been crying for 2 hours just because I gave birth to her a month ago. I'm emotional. Like my mind is just everywhere. Like my body looks like a hot mess. I'm emotional. And this person is saying, why are you giving her a bottle? Like the world is ending because you gave your bottle. No, that I'm not about that. I'm so sorry for anybody if this offends anybody, if this is not what people want to hear. But guys, being a mom, giving birth, having a newborn, even, I don't know, for me, staying at home all day after being a working mom, or a working just person, because I wasn't a mom, but I was just out working before I had her, and then staying home all day, breastfeeding, this, you're emotional, da da da, and then you have the pressure that if you're not breastfeeding, you're a horrible parent and mother. Like, get out of here. I can't with that. If you make the decision not to breastfeed because you are unstable emotionally, because you need some extra support or help and you just can't do it, don't do it. That's why there's formula. And there are many perfectly functional adults that were fed formula when they were babies. Number one. Number two, you hear this constant pressure of you need to feed your baby breast milk, and if you don't breastfeed, then you know your baby is going to suffer all these health issues. And I understand the benefits of breast milk, I do, believe me. But what does it help if you're breastfeeding that child until they're 2, 100% breast milk only, And then when they're 3, 5, 6, 7, they grow up just literally off McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Your child's nutrition does not only limit to the first year or 2 years of them eating or drinking your breast milk. It's their whole childhood, their whole life. So guys, in conclusion, I did not make this video promoting breastfeeding or formula feeding or no. I'm just literally doing this video promoting healthy moms, because if you're not happy and if you feel overwhelmed and if you feel like this is too much for you and you're just the unhappiest woman breastfeeding, then don't. Be happy and do what you need to do for your baby and for yourself. That's it. I'm thankful that I was able to get over those little few emotional, I guess, moments at the beginning. And if you are going through that and you're at the beginning, give it a little more time, you know, have a little bit more patience. For me, in my case, it got better, it went away, I was able to do it, continue till this day. She's 6 months and we're still breastfeeding. But if you can't get over that, if you feel overwhelmed, if you're not happy, and if you're just completely angry at life, because that's how I felt at some point of my breastfeeding journey at the beginning, do what you need to do for you. That's all I'm saying. I hope this video wasn't offensive to anybody. I really don't mean to. I respect anybody's decision and obviously their thoughts. This is just my personal opinion, my personal thoughts on the subject, on breastfeeding. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I have to continue breastfeeding her. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow my Instagram, it's _Jessica Gomez XO. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.